What is good, guys? It's your boy Brandon here, and right now I have some bad news and good news. The bad news is our DualShock controller, which we were using for our PS2, has been dying, which means I'm going to need to get it replaced. Unfortunately, I'm going to need to put the Simpsons Let's Play on hold. In the meantime, I'm going to do something with our PlayStation Classic controller that I've been wanting to do forever. This is called the Gran Turismo Nostalgia Challenge. I'm going to turn this down so you can hear my voice, but turn it up a little bit so you can hear the background music. So how does this work? Well, essentially, I can only use cars that appeared in GT2. So let's go through a little rundown here. So essentially, I cannot touch Australia or Belgium, since those countries didn't appear in Gran Turismo 2. Other things I cannot drive include the new RUF cars, and I'll just go over them as I go along. Now, if the car technically did appear in Gran Turismo 2, like the Castrol Mugen NSX, you can drive it. Although this model didn't really appear, this is a 2000 model. A 99 and a 98 version were used in the game. Here, let me fix the screen for you. It's good, alright. So, let's just pick the starter car and shut up, shall we? So I'm going to take the Miata. And actually I'm going to leave the rules for the Gran Turismo Nostalgia Challenge in the description. So I could just get on with the game. Alright, let's go race. And unfortunately, because there's no B-Spec, you have to drive all the courses. All the courses. This includes the newer ones at the time. Which means Tokyo you gotta drive, Côte d'Azur you have to drive. Not that I have anything against those courses, they're awesome. So, you could start the race or qualify. You don't have to qualify since it's optional in GT1. This will be called the makeup clause. If it didn't appear in the second one but appeared in the first one, then you can use it. It has to appear in an older game, essentially, is what it is. Let's just begin the race. And after this race, I'm going to turn off the background music so this video doesn't get stopped for copyright infringement. Because I don't know what songs on this game are copyrighted or not. So, a little background. You know I made like 3 videos on this game, so I figured why not do a Let's Play at some point. But do it like in a fancy kind of way. I've been playing this game since I was maybe like 4 or 5 years old. When it came out in July 2001, I had just moved into my house out on another street. I won't say what street because, well, stalkers. I can't trust people.
There's some river was on acid this morning.
So... And then I remember the first time I saw this game, it was friggin' awesome. The first time I saw this game, our new neighbors had come over to play with my dad. I got to know my neighbors' kids, and right now being joined by David. What's up?
Howdy. This game wasn't a big part of my life, but my brother, every time I watched him play, I was actually pretty amazed because of how good he was at this.
I wasn't always good. I used to suck donkey balls back in the days.
Yeah, but I barely even remember that. I was like, I don't know, like firstborn.
A baby, yeah.
I was like 2 or maybe firstborn, because you started when you were like 5 or 8.
I was 5, maybe 4 and a half.
Yeah, because I remember we used to sit over there, and I remember one time we used to
I was
play.
out on Blackiston.
No,
oh my god,
Brent,
I said the street
I remember when we were very, very young, we used to sit over there, and you were playing Cobella's Dangerous Hunts. And Kayla was here.
David.
When we first met Kayla.
Yeah, that was when we were living here. I'm talking about when we lived out in the South End. I mean, we still do live in the South End.
Yeah, well, but yeah, again, like, I'm not a big fan of this game for one reason.
Although you do play GT6 sometimes.
Oh, I do play GT6 because I like how you can customize cars better than this game.
That kicks ass. And
Yes,
if I had the proper technology to, like, make it look professional instead of this amateur point at the TV crap, I would do, like, videos like Vanoss does where I'm playing online GT6.
Actually...
Maybe even do some trollings like the Black Hokage. You've never
heard of that. The problem
that.
is, you cannot do it on these systems. You can only do it from PlayStation 3 PlayStation 4.
That's what I said. If I had the technology, I'd do that with the PlayStation 3.
See, you can do it. We can do it, yeah.
But how do I do it from my iPod?
No, we don't do it from your iPod. We do it from the TV.
Oh, okay. Well, how do I...
You know how Vinos gets that wonderful screening of videos? Let me tell you something.
Well, I won the race.
You get onto your PlayStation, you get onto your YouTube, and you sign in. But you gotta do it through your account, do it through mine. And then whenever we play games, we can go ahead and start recording. But
okay.
I don't know how to do that.
Alright, well.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do.
Up next is the second race in the Sunday Cup.
Sunday. Pancake!
Okay, man.
Yeah. Now, this game wasn't a big part of my life. The only game that had a big cut in my life was Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
Right.
I started playing that when I was like 5.
Alright.
But all I did was like take a car or two. And then,
okay, David. Alright, so like I said, I had to disable the music because I don't know what is and isn't copyrighted. I don't want this series getting stopped for copyright infringement.
Why do they say Frenchman?
What?
Why do they say Frenchman?
Infringement.
Infringement.
If you infringe on something, it means you break a deal. Essentially, the whole copyright thing is you're agreeing to not steal or use that material without permission. But clearly, companies have never heard of the fair use clause, which means if you're using something for, like, non-profit stuff like this video, since I don't monetize our videos, I mean, we have 54 subs, which I'm grateful for, and our most viewed video has, like, 1.2 thousand views. So, I mean, what am I gonna get? 50 cents?
What do you mean 1.2 thousand views?
The first video I did on this game has 1.2 thousand views almost.
And that would be...
Gran Turismo Secrets and Easter Eggs. I'll leave a link to that in the description if you want it. But I'm sure you can find it. I mean, it's the most viewed on the channel.
Brian, what we need is a tripod.
You think?
My plan
I've been saying we need a tripod since, like, Homies on a Friday Night 4.
You know, my plan is... And that you're, like, I don't know, like 19, and then when it comes around 20... When my birthday passes, I'm going to see how much I'm going to buy you one for your birthday. That's my plan.
Well, one of us need to find actual employment, though, I mean.
No, Brent, if you ain't got a job by then, hey, that's alright, though. Whatever money I have left for my birthday, I will gladly buy you a tripod.
Alright, well, thanks for that.
Yeah. You need one more than I do. Actually, I need one more than you do, but I really don't care. I might just, like, buy 2 tripods if I have the money. These things are expensive.
See, I remember the first time, though, I ever played this game. I started with a teal PT Cruiser. But because this is a nostalgia challenge, I can't take the PT Cruiser because that debuted in Gran Turismo 3. So, because it wasn't in 2, I can't use it. It had to have been in 2 or 1 for me to use. And for 4, it has to be 3, 2, 1, so on, so forth. Again, the rules in the description. So, what if I'm racing against other cars? That doesn't matter. You can race against the newer cars, but you have to drive the older cars. Unless you need to take the newer ones. Like, for example, the Vitz race. There's no Vitz F, which was in 2. Instead, you got the Vitz Euro and the Vitz RS 1.5, which were in 3. This is the one make clause, which means you could take those, but when you're done with them, sell them immediately. And then for Formula GT, well, I made it easier for people, called the F1 clause. You can keep Formula cars regardless. But if it's like a powerful Le Mans racer like the 787B, you can't have it. You gotta have the GT1, the R390. Well, you don't have to have them. You can. But a good deal of some of the cars here, you can't have. And then I have something called the Racing Modified Clause, which says you gotta take the street version before you can have the racing version. Because of this, some cars are not allowed to be owned. For example, you can't have the Lister Storm because the street car isn't there, only the race car. So here we go with the final race in the Sunday Cup, and then I'm just gonna call it an episode. I apologize for my dogs. I also apologize for all the talking, but you know, I'm just excited about starting this, because I think I'm the only one who's done a nostalgia challenge. In fact, I think I may have started it. I don't know, I'll have to look through YouTube. I mean, given somebody had to have done it before me. And if I did, or if you did, I apologize for stealing your crap. But you know what? I wanted to do this, so I'm doing it anyway. I love Trial Mountain. I always have. Like, this has got to be my favorite course in the game. Oh, and fun fact. This fallen tree up ahead, if you squint real hard, you can see a monkey on top. Where is he? Not here. I think he comes in GT4. There's a monkey on that tree, I swear to God. And in Gran Turismo 5, you can find the Loch Ness Monster in a nearby lake. I am not kidding. But yeah, between this course and Deep Forest Raceway, I cannot tell which one would be my top favorite.
Oh, man, I never had a favorite. Daytona.
Daytona appeared first in GT5. No, GT5 Prologue. Which I do remember playing. In fact, it was the main Gran Turismo game I played when I was in the 5th grade. I mean, sure, I had GT3... but I played GT5 Prologue a good bit. Mainly after my dad got his PS3, but I was in the 6th grade. And then my stepbrother, when he came to visit, brought his PS3, and we rented GT5 Prologue from the then still open Blockbuster. Yes, that's how old I am. We actually rented a game from Blockbuster before it closed. You know, I'd like to see that make a comeback. It's just like a nostalgic kind of thing. Blockbuster. I mean, come on. You got people who will rent videos for the heck of it. I mean, sure, we got Netflix and stuff, but I mean, you got classic video game stores thriving left and right. I mean, look at the Retro Underground and how they've helped out. So, maybe if Blockbuster were to help us out, if they were to come around here, that'd be pretty cool. I mean, heck. That'd be pretty interesting to say we're sponsored by both Retro Underground and Blockbuster. I think they still got like 2 or 3 stores open in the United States. Speaking of 2 or 3 stores that are still doing stuff, there's still 2 McDonald's in the United States that do the pizza. From the late 90s to the early 2000s, or no wait, it was the early 90s to the early 2000s. McDonald's sold pizza. My dad said it tasted like crap. Of course, what I remember was the Big and Tasty. I only had one of those in my life.
What?
The Big and Tasty. I also had an idea to bring back the McDLT. Instead of using styrofoam, use plastic. It's recyclable. I mean, there you go. You have all the ingredients to make a McDLT. So just use plastic, not styrofoam. I think that would work out great for them. You know, it's a little bit more real-ish without the music. Because I don't think you got Dale Sr. or Dale Jr. listening to music as they're driving. I mean, neither them or Sebastian Vettel or any of the race drivers. Well, anyway, that'll do us for this episode. Be sure to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next episode of the Gran Turismo 3 Nostalgia Challenge. And be sure to check out the rules in the description below. See you guys around.